WBUR Podcasts, Boston.
I'm Daryl C. Murphy, and you're listening to The Common. Martha.
Daryl.
How you doing today?
Well, I would love some sunshine, but, I have a cozy, warm house, lots of friends, everybody's healthy, life is good.
Yo, amen to that. Amen to that. So, Martha Bebinger, WBUR reporter, I want to know something. Do you have anything laying around that needs to be fixed that you can't quite get rid of?
Oh my God, so many things. I have at least 2 fans that just won't turn on. I have a dehumidifier, and I have, I don't even know if it's worth trying to fix a sewing machine. It was my grandmother's. So next Repair Cafe, I'm going to be hauling stuff in from the car several times.
Okay, you said the magic word, Repair Cafe. You have a story for us about this movement that's dedicated to fixing things called the Repair Cafe.
Yes, exactly.
Tell us about that. What is it? Where did the idea come from? Talk to us.
Yeah, the movement is Repair Cafe International, and they are all over the world. There are 2,600 of them or more in 40 countries.
Oh, wow.
And they open on a Saturday afternoon with a lot of volunteers who are ready to sew up your broken zipper or mend some pants, fix your watch, open the guts of your VCR and see what's going on in there. Whoever shows up, they will try to figure out a way to fix the thing you brought in.
And have you been to one of these events before?
So I went to one in Framingham, Massachusetts. In this case, we are in a church social hall with limited capacity. I think it's not supposed to hold more than 200 people. So they have tables lining the walls with about 30 volunteers who are set up behind their grinders or, their bike repair equipment. Maybe we'll just start with a tiny little piece of one of the most popular items on this day. Daryl, a lot of people had brought in gardening tools that needed to be sharpened because this was one of those Saturdays in February that was unusually warm. You'd see people out in shorts even.
Oh, wow.
And this particular exchange is between a woman named Susan Basiri and Andy Lemary, who's trying to sharpen an old pair of scissors that Susan has brought in.
I have to be honest with you, I'm not sure how well I did with these.
That's okay. I understand.
It's a very hard metal, but I can't get there because it doesn't open well.
I inherited these from my parents, so...
They seem like a really nice pair of scissors.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll...
Maybe it was at some time. No. Oh, that's a whole lot better than it was.
So, Daryl, you hear these kinds of conversations all over the room. Hundreds of people stopping at repair tables with something that they've just had sitting around for a while and aren't sure what to do with, but don't want to toss.
Yeah, what are some other things you saw fixed there?
So there was a lot of jewelry. A lot of people had brought in a broken string of pearls or beads that, were too heavy for the chain they were on, watches that needed to be repaired. Here's Don Gage talking about the backpack he brought in.
That's the backpack where the strap is breaking.
I can see.
Yeah.
It's almost off.
Almost. And I have some heavy things in there at times.
Like what?
Oh, like when I'm going for a hike, I'll have like 20 pounds of weights in there just to make it a little heavier.
So I better do a good job.
You're going to have to use the extra sturdy thread now.
Yes, exactly.
So, Daryl, the woman who's going to fix this backpack strap, Allison Quackenbush, there's nothing to attach it to. Like, the strap is almost completely off. So she goes to one of the other people at the sewing repair table and finds a scrap of black fabric that will work to reattach it. There's a lot of collaboration that goes on. Whether you're talking about the CD player that somebody is trying to fix or the lamp or the computer, all around the room, there are these conversations amongst people going like, have you seen this before? Do you know what kind of part I might need? Who's had experience with these capacitors? I mean, it's just this kind of community fix-it moment.
Tell me about these volunteers.
Yeah.
Who are they? You know, are they trained professionals in fixing things?
So in many cases, they're way overtrained for the work they're doing. I mean, you see software and IT engineers just kind of explaining people how to back up a hard drive. There was one woman named Celine Riard who grew up watching her dad fix things, and so just got the bug, like just liked opening things up to figure out how they work. She fixes a lot of lamps. There's a lot of lamps that show up in Framingham on this day. And she's an interior designer, so that's not her line of work at all. There are many people who are retired, but there are also a lot of younger folks. You know, the bike repair guys do this for a living, and they just were volunteering their time for that afternoon. So it's quite a wide range. Now, internationally, Martina Postma, who runs the International Organization of Repair Cafes, says it's often retired people, and she sees a real value in giving them a place to use skills.
So on average, a repairer with repair skills is an older person who may not have a full-time job anymore, who may be retired or may have lost their job. So they are not the people who are in the center of attention in everyday life. But at the Repair Cafe, they become true heroes.
One of the things I heard in Framingham, Daryl, was this sense that the Repair Cafe is kind of teaching community resiliency. It's like helping people understand that they can take care of each other.
Yeah.
They don't need to just go to a big box store and buy a new whatever and throw the other thing out. They can rely on neighbors. They can save money by doing the repairs. And you're also, particularly at this time when we've seen a lot of supply chain issues, you're not having to wait. You know, if you go and have somebody fix it, it's done now. It's not a question of how long is it going to take that part to get to you from China, or is the container ship holding the new sewing machine you want, you know, stuck in a port someplace.
Yeah, I keep thinking to myself as we discuss the story, you know, what a great way to bring people together, all kinds of people, because, you know, we all have something that could use some sort of fixing, right?
Yeah.
And dealing with stuff is deeper than it seems. And I feel like for this to happen in the way that it's happening, with all these different people coming together, it really is a beautiful thing, you know? This story is not about stuff. It's about community.
It's also about the emotions and stories, kind of like the fabric of our lives that gets woven into things. It was, Daryl, really moving to see a woman who had a necklace her great aunt made sitting in her drawer for 20 years. She just hadn't gotten around to taking care of it. Bringing it to a stranger, and the stranger says, yeah, I can fix that so you can wear this thing your great aunt made. Half hour later, like, she's got not just the beautiful piece of jewelry that's the rebuilt necklace, but they took the scraps. The two women kind of collaborated using the scraps from the older broken chain to make an ankle bracelet. So, you know, these exchanges, sometimes the repair is quick. It's 5 minutes, but the interaction can last 15 or 20.
We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back.
Politics has never been stranger or more online, which is why the politics team at Wired is making a new show, Wired Politics Lab. It's all about how to navigate the endless stream of news and information and what to look out for. Each week on the show, we'll dig into far-right platforms, AI chatbots, influencer campaigns, and so much more. Wired Politics Lab launches Thursday, April 11th. Follow the show wherever you get your podcasts.
And we're back. So, Martha, being able to get stuff fixed for free sounds like a pretty awesome perk.
It sure does.
What are the other benefits, though, for an event like this?
Okay, so let's just spend a little time on the environment, Daryl, because it might be obvious. The International Repair Cafe folks say they probably keep about 500,000 items out of landfills around the world. You know, that's really a drop in the bucket. But every time I order a new coffee maker, let's say, there's stuff that got dug up out of the earth to make that. It got shipped sometimes across the world in various parts. It got delivered to my house.
Let's not forget the labor.
There's a lot that goes into that machine that, I might just stop at some big box store and pick up and think like, wow, good deal, easy, If we keep doing that, it's just not sustainable for the planet. Like, we have to learn to reuse things. That's one of the philosophies of this Repair Cafe. The decisions we make that have become so easy for us, it may be time to relearn. And that's going to be a challenge.
How much of the stuff that comes to them can they actually fix?
It's about 80%. The international average is more like 70%. And one of the problems there, Daryl, is that a lot of stuff that has been made more recently is made cheaply. It's made with small plastic parts that break easily and are hard to replace. So the Repair Cafe folks say they actually have an easier time fixing a coffee maker that's 30, 40, 50 years old than one that's made last year.
So let's say I'm listening to this and I want to get something fixed. I want this experience of community. Where can I find more information about repair cafes happening in my area?
Okay, two things. One is that this is so grassroots that there isn't a consolidated group in Massachusetts that has a calendar of Repair Cafe events. You can go on Repair Cafe International, but not all of the local groups are listed there. So you really just want to Google Repair Cafe or another related grassroots project called Fix It Clinics. And your town or, Metro West or wherever you live, and see what's happening. And hopefully something will turn up.
What if I want to start my own in my community?
There are guidelines on Repair Cafe International that tell you how to make the initial outreach to volunteers, how to publicize the event, what considerations you might want to take into account. Like the Framingham Cafe has general liability insurance protection through the local Rotary Club. A lot of Rotary Clubs are involved in these projects. So they'll spell it all out for you there on Repair Cafe International.
Got it. Well, Martha, thank you so much for this story. It's really wonderful.
I hope to see you at a Repair Cafe, Daryl.
Maybe. That's WBUR reporter Martha Bebinger. And that's our show for today. Thank you so much for listening to The Common. Listen, if you have something that needs fixing that you can't quite get rid of, let us know. Hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok at WBUR The Common. You can also send us an email at thecommon@wbur.org. And now, it is that time for me to let you know that The Common is produced by Franny Monahan and Caitlin Harrop. It's mixed by Emily Jankowski, Matt Reed, and Paul Vikas. And it's edited by Ben Brock Johnson. And from the newsroom of WBUR, I'm your host, Daryl C. Murphy. I'll talk to you later.